Have you ever been influenced to buy something that you don't need, but you end up absolutely loving? Well, me too. So in today's video, we're gonna chat about some ridiculous home items that I love. Some of them are organizations, some of them are cleaning, some of them are just little gadgets that make my life easier, and they honestly just make me happy. So I'm gonna share all of those products in today's video. So if that's something up your alley, let's get into today's video. So the first home item that is ridiculous that you don't need is the Scrub Daddy. So we're all familiar with the traditional sponge. The traditional sponge, it gets the job done. But the Scrub Daddy is a little bit more expensive. And for years I was like, I don't need that. I'm not gonna pay $2 for a sponge. That's ridiculous. I can get 10 of them at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 now. Anyway, I wouldn't buy the Scrub Daddy, but I finally splurged on it and it is so good. Now you're saying, how can a sponge really rock your world? Well, I'm gonna tell you, is dishwasher safe? And a lot of sponges, they say they're dishwasher safe, but they come out looking like they went through a cyclone, and that's it, then you can't use it. Then you can't use it at all. I also love the Scrub Daddy because it has tons of little holes for different things. So there's one hole, the smile is used to clean out a spoon. I really hate when there are leftover food particles on my utensils, and it even happens when you run it through the dishwasher. So whenever I'm doing that preliminary clean, I use the Scrub Daddy. The Scrub Daddy is also just super durable. When I'm washing out my sink, my shower, anything, it just gets everything off. I know you don't need it, but it's the best sponge ever. The next item I want to chat about is the fridge organization by The Spruce. So if you're not familiar with The Spruce, you should follow them on Instagram, on their website. But The Spruce is fantastic. They do lots of home decor stuff, but they came out with these containers for your refrigerator that look so cute. They have a plastic top and they have like a little bin that elevates whatever you're putting in there so that all the moisture can drain down and not like get all over your fruits and veggies and make them like go bad faster. But I like them because I know people are like, why do you need to empty something that's already in a container into a different container? Well, it's helped me eat more of my fruits and veggies because we love shopping at Costco, right? We love to go to Costco and we get this broccoli, right? We get like a pound of broccoli, 3 pounds of broccoli, right? And in the bag, we wouldn't eat it, but somehow magically, when we put in these containers, we started actually eating our fruits and vegetables. So not only have we been able to decrease our food waste, we're also just eating foods that are better for us. So I love that. I don't know. I feel like the fridge can be a difficult place to kind of look through because everything gets lost, because everything gets piled on one another. So we keep our refrigerator really, really well organized now with these fridge containers. And honestly, it has helped so much. So the next ridiculous home item you need is something I talk about all the time, but I love it. We're going to talk about it again. It is the Conair pill shaver. So if you have clothes that, you're just rough on them, you need a pill shaver. But I like to use a pill shaver for my furniture because we like to wear clothes. We're sitting on our sofas. There's a lot of abrasion and you get those pills. Unless it is boucle, right? Unless that's the fabric, the pills never look good. They never look sophisticated. But this particular pill shaver, I've had it for 3 years. You just put some batteries in it and it does a really, really good job. It has 3 different levels. So it can do 3 different depths of pill shaving and it's able to keep my white sofas looking very, very, very pristine. We're actually selling our white sofas and I'm so confident that they're going to look almost brand new because I can use this pill shaver to really clean those cushions well and bring it back to life. And of course, while we're on the topic of white sofas, I have to talk about the Bissell Little Green Pro Heat. So every single day on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, even in my email, people will ask me, Kiva, how do you keep those white sofas clean? Well, it's not that we live perfectly because someone, I don't know who, someone spilled chocolate on the couch the other day and they flipped the cushion over and thought I wouldn't notice, but I did notice because I am anal. But the Bissell Little Green Pro Heat can get at any stain, old or new, no matter what it is. If it is your pet, if it is your baby, if it is, I don't know what, wine, it can get anything out. All you have to do is use their OxiClean solution, put it in there, and then you scrub really hard. Is it a workout? Yes, definitely. But we can all benefit from an extra workout every week. I really swear by it. Of course, you can use Folex, you can Scotch guard your furniture, but sometimes we just forget to do those things. So I love the Bissell Little Green Pro Heat. I've had mine, I think, for 4 years now, and it is still kicking. And people say they just use it on rugs. I use it on furniture and it's been perfectly fine. I haven't had any problems with mold or anything like that. You're just gonna have to put your back into it. Now, this one is for my purse lovers. So I don't have that many purses, but but Babe definitely does. And purses, you know, when you spend money on them, you don't want to throw them on the floor. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of them end up on the floor, because where do you put your purse? You put them in there with your dresses, with your blazers. Where do you put them? They kind of just end up stacked somewhere. So I love these purse organizers. So it comes in, it's a pack of 2, right? But you can make them a 1 long thing. You can make them 2. They kind of zip together. And this fits all of the purses. So it even fits the on the go, the large size of that fits in there. It's bent over for sure, but it's a canvas bag. I don't see anything wrong with that. But you could fit so many different bags in there, in their dust bags, and you can just hang it in your closet. So this is in a hall closet, and it's a good way to keep those bags on display so you can actually see them without them getting scratched or anything like that, because they are tucked away beautifully in these organizers. And while purses aren't my thing, I do very much so value shoes. Why do you value shoes, Kiva? I like to buy nice shoes for no reason besides the fact that I have flat feet, and more expensive shoes like Clark's, right? I'm not saying like Prada, right? Like Clark's, they have really good arch support, and I like that. So my shoes, I really care about them. So I like to put them in these shoe organizers. I used to have the Scub shoe organizers from IKEA, but I didn't like the Velcro. It was too much effort, and I felt like they were too flimsy. They were like those things outside of the car dealership, which I don't love. I allude to them all the time. I clearly do not like them. And these shoe organizers, they're pretty hard to put together. I will say that I didn't need to enlist the help of Babe just because of my strength. But you have a little door in them. You can throw your shoes on there, and they stack really well. So I love these. We're able to have all the shoes in our entire house fit in here. Some of them fit 2 pairs of shoes. Some of them have 1. It depends on the style of shoe. So I have like those big boots, like the Prada style boots. They're not from Prada, they're from ASOS. But those big boots, and only 1 of them fits in there. But like Birkenstock, sneakers, high heels, you can fit the entire pair in there, and maybe even another one. So I love that. And for frame of reference, we have fairly big feet here. I wear a woman's 9, and then Babe actually wears like a woman's 13. I don't know what's going on. Like maybe she should join the WNBA, but her feet also fit in there as well. Now, if you are an avid watcher of DIY with KB, first of all, thank you. I appreciate you being here. But 2, you probably heard me talk about a different steamer fairly recently. Well, I walked into Costco and they were targeting me. They said, Kiva's walking in here today. We have to put this on display. I wish. No one thinks about me that much. But they came out with this steamer by Conair that I really, really love. So my biggest problem to date with a steamer is that they don't have many that you can actually turn on their side and not drip down. And sometimes I like to use my steamer instead of an iron, because I don't like to travel with an iron, yet somehow I feel okay traveling with a steamer. I don't know. I think irons are just kind of weird to bring with you. So I do like to travel with the steamer, and this one works really well. You can really turn it and do whatever you want to do. It has 2 different levels, and I love that there is an on-off button. And I know you're like, okay, like most things have on-off buttons. That is correct, but I feel sometimes with steamers, you plug them in and they just go, go, go. But sometimes I want to turn it on, move things around, and I don't like the plugging and unplugging, but you don't have the problem with this one. I'm a huge fan of Conair products. I feel like the quality is always there. So I'm loving this steamer so far. I believe it has 2 different levels, and it comes with several different attachments depending upon your needs. Let's talk about the bathroom, because I feel like the bathroom is the most neglected part of the home, right? Because we're like, it's gross in there. It's gross in there. So the first ridiculous home product for the bathroom that I'm obsessed with is this Simple Human shower caddy. Now, Simple Human, they're overpriced, but I found this and I love it and I stand by it. So this is a shower caddy, and I believe that it is adjustable in terms of height, but it is just a corner shower caddy, and it organizes your stuff really well. It's wire shelves, obviously, so that water can drain, but it has a location for your bar soap. It has locations for 2 razors, and then even for, I guess, like your loofah or your washcloth or whatever it is you like to use. And then it is also 2-tiered for your shampoo, conditioner, and everything else you use. Now, this next product is gross, but it is so helpful. So for my people with hair, you're like, Kiva, you don't have any hair. Correct, but I am married to someone with hair. So for people who have long, luscious locks, I'm sure your hair is beautiful, but it does come out, right? Especially when you are washing your hair. And sometimes you get the drain clogged, right? And declogging can be difficult. Sure, you can use Drano, but that's not something that you should regularly do. You still need to clean out that drain. So these little drain hooks from Amazon, they are fantastic. They're fantastic. We were having a little blockage there. I'd use the Drano. I thought I was killing the game. Well, I got these hooks and it looked like I pulled up a sewer rat, you guys. And I was Dranoing regularly. I clean our bathroom. We get our bathroom professionally cleaned once a month because I'm really that anal. And still, it looked like Ratatouille, the entire cast of Ratatouille, Remy and all his pals were living in our drain. But this thing is fantastic. It's really affordable. I think it comes in like a pack of 2 or 3, but this really affordable product really will change the game. So if you're having lots of backups, consider getting this tool. Another silly tool that I'm obsessed with is the laundry cleaner from Amazon. So basically what it does, it connects onto any of like those handheld vacuums. So your Dyson, your LG, whatever it is you have, and you can use it to clean out the lint in your dryer. And you're probably saying, well, I scraped the lint off the screen. That's not enough. Having lint in there, it's a fire hazard, right? And there's actually so much lint that falls down in that pocket that you don't see. Well, this thing, it will suck it all out. And I thought I was cleaning it out beautifully, and we used to almost like take apart the dryer to clean it out. Well, this nozzle fits right in there. It fits onto the many, many, many different vacuum attachments that we have, and it does a beautiful job. So keeping your house clean is very important. And if you haven't seen my video on parts of your home that are secretly dirty, I'll link it right here, but I talk about a lot of these products and kind of put them to use in that video especially. First, I want to talk about these floor cleaners. So I like to wear slippers in the house. I don't like to have my feet uncovered. So why not have something that covers your feet and also cleans the floor? These are cute, right? They're just little mops that you put on your feet. Now, I will say the dog really likes them, so sometimes he will attack my feet, but they do a wonderful job at getting the floor clean. I just do a solution of water and vinegar poured on the floor, and you can do a little ice skate. So if you want to go ice skating, but the rink is closed, look, you can do it like this and get the floor clean. It does a beautiful job. You can see it really does get up a lot of dirt, even dirt that you don't know is there, because, you know, the Swiffer, we love Swiffer, but it doesn't do a perfect job, right? So we need some more heavy duty things. So I love to use these. I will skate all throughout my home, any room where there's not a rug, and it gets all of that film and dust that kind of builds up from opening the door and coming in and out. It does a really good job, and I think your kids would have tons of fun with them. Now, if you need something even more heavy duty, I do want to share the steam mop with you. So the disclaimer here is you're not supposed to use steam mops on wooden floors. I do it occasionally. I do it probably quarterly or, you know, a little bit more than that because COVID, germs, steam clean is really going to help clean everything up, but it's great on tile. And I really love this steam cleaner because it has 2 different settings. It has a power button, and it even has the ability to take off the bottom layer, and it has this scrubber that you can use to get up all of those little plaques on your floor that are really hard to get up unless you're using a razor blade, but obviously a razor blade would actually damage your floor. This is good enough on its own. You don't need soap or water or anything like that. You just put water, filtered water in the dispenser, and it will steam clean your floors. My floors, again, they were pretty clean, but look at how dirty they were. It's getting all of that stuff that you can't see with the eye, that your broom can't get up, that your Swiffer can't get up. It's going to get those things up. Again, I don't recommend doing this regularly because I don't want you to damage your wood or your vinyl, but it is something if you're worried about germs and your house just needs an overall good clean and you have lots of tile, this is something that I would definitely invest in. Now, I had the earlier version of this and this version. I love this version because this version has buttons, whereas the prior version, it didn't have any buttons. So it was pretty much always on. And again, I like to move about. And then the last good thing about this is the part that does clean your floor, you can actually just take it off and put in the washing machine. So you're not buying new things over and over again, kind of like a Swiffer. You can just wash it and then you'll be good to go. Now, this next one is super ridiculous, but it has given me peace of mind. So I have never relaxed ever in my life, and I'm just very paranoid. So I like locking our doors. I like really, really locking our doors. In our bedroom, I felt like the simple lock wasn't enough because it's really easy to break one of those locks. So I actually got this electronic lock, and it has really honestly improved my quality of sleep. And you can do this for your office, for your guest rooms, for rooms you just don't want other people in if you're having a party, or if your kids are nosy, or if your mother-in-law's nosy, I don't know. So I will say that this is super easy to install, but the instructions on our particular sheet seem to be kind of backwards. So we did have to call customer service, but beyond that, this gets phenomenal reviews and it's really, really easy to set up. Basically, it is not a deadbolt or anything in that. It's just a lever and the lock, and it kind of helps you go in and out of your room, but you can't break the lock. So on a traditional door, it's really easy to break the lock if you just twist the handle too much. If you didn't know that, now you know. and it's not very secure. So if you just want some peace of mind, or you have like an office or whatever, this is really easy to put on. You set your own code. It's easy to factory reset as well, and it's only a keypad on one way. On the inside of the room, there's actually a knob that you can allow it to be always open or always locked, but you never have to unlock it from the other way. You can always just leave your room with ease. This is a great option. You can also put this on your front door, your back door, whatever door you want to put it on, and I promise you, you can set this up no matter who you are. You don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need to be a handyman to do it. The last ridiculous home item that I want to share with you is this tabletop vacuum. So you're like, why do you need a tabletop vacuum? Well, the answer is crummies. Who likes crumbs? No one likes crumbs besides, again, Remy the rat, right? And we don't want him in our homes. We don't want crumbs on our countertops. And a pet peeve of mine is when there are crumbs on the countertop and someone will wipe them onto the floor saying, I'll come vacuum. Well, we've already established that the vacuum doesn't always do a perfect job. So I like to get the crumbs off of that countertop. Of course, I like to wipe it down, but sometimes there are some stragglers. So this mini vacuum is so cool, so easy to use. You just grab it, you put it on your countertop, press the button, and it sucks it all up in there, and then you can just throw it in the trash. This is great for candles, for crackers, like in your living room, for your desk, just getting up dust. And it also has bristles on the bottom, so it can really do some scrub action and get something up that's maybe stuck and vacuum up really easily. Again, it's ridiculous. I can't even justify why you would buy this, but I really like using it in the kitchen, and it has definitely given me some peace of mind. Okay, you guys, that's it for today's video. Those were a few ridiculous home items that I love that I thought you might also love. These were all products that I was influenced to buy, whether it be QVC, a TikTok ad, an influencer. They got to me, but I love all of these products. They help keep my home clean, chic, and they also help me feel safe and at home in my home, and there's nothing better than that. What ridiculous home item do you love? Let me know down in the comments. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. And until next time, have a beautiful day.